Hello, this is Ashi from Crafting with Ashi and welcome to this video. This is a card making tutorial and this is the gorgeous card we're making today. And I've used the layering stencils to make this card, and I wanted to show you how to use a white pen to add all these lovely little details and really make your image pop. So let's get started. This is the stamp set we're going to use, Enduring Beauty. I'm going to use this large floral stamp, and then we're going to use the matching dies and stencils to colour and cut out the image. So I have a piece here of scrap basic white cardstock, and I'm just going to stamp this in my Stamparatus because the image is so large. So let's just pick that up with the lid, and then I'm going to stamp in Memento Tuxedo Black, and you can see here I'm just going to stamp that. Really easy. Isn't that gorgeous? So simple. Now, as you know, I'm a great believer in cleaning up as you go along, so let's just give that a little clean. Take that off the back. Okay. And I think we're about ready to start colouring our image in. So I'm going to use the matching dies, and I have them here. Now each die has a notch at the top that you can see, and this really helps you to this really helps you to line each of our images up, because when you've got the notch in one place, you always line it up again with the same notch marking again. Okay, so there we have it lined up, and I'm just going to hold this down using some post-it note tape. Lovely. On all the sides, simple like that. And you can see me here making a pencil mark where the notch is, so I can always line up in the same place. And now I'm going to go with my colours, and the colours I'm using here are Poppy Parade, Real Red, and maybe even some Cherry Cobbler. We'll see how we feel. So I'm just putting in a first layer of colour down, nothing too fancy, just like that. And then I'm going to go in with my second colour, and each stencil is labelled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if you line up the notches, it makes lining up your stamp set so very simple. There we are. So I'm just lining it all up, taking my time to make sure everything is exactly how I want it to be. And then we're going to go in with our next colour. So just close this up, bring in our next colour, and you can see here I'm just going to go in. Lovely. Really easy colouring. Nothing to worry about too much. Close it up. Now you can see here, isn't that pretty? So now we're going to go in with our next colour, and just lining things up again. And you can see here I'm just going with some Cherry Cobbler ink for the very centre. Now I'm going to go back to my very first stencil, because I'm not happy with how it looks and I wanted to look a little bit deeper. So I'm going to go in again with another colour. There we go. That doesn't look so bad. And then I'm going to go back here, this time to the very first stencil. I'm going to add some more colour. And this time I'm going to use Real Red from the beginning rather than Poppy Parade. So I really want to deepen this colour. I want to get a lovely, deep, beautiful red. There we go. That's much more to my liking. So now we're going to move on to the foliage, and I've got two colours for the foliage again, Lemon Lime Twist and then Granny Apple Green. So let's put that foliage down, And again, hold everything placed with our infamous post-it note tape. So if you are enjoying this video, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And remember to hit that subscribe button. Okay, so I'm just going in here with my lemon lime twist. And then I'm going to use my last colour here, which is going to be Granny Apple Green. There we go, just going to use the same blending brush. No need to get a new brush. Just over the top. And there we go, isn't that pretty? Now we're just going to use the matching dies here to cut this out, and these are Enduring Beauty dies. I'm now also going to put a piece of basic white cardstock through the layered florals embossing folder, and you can see here that I've done that. Now I'm going to stick this down to the card base. The card base is Granny Apple Green, a standard A6 card base. That's an A4 sheet cut in half and then folded in half. Now I'm going to put this piece down here, and this piece of Designer Series Perlman embossing is very thick. It's a highly detailed embossing folder. It's lovely. Then I have another piece of basic white that I'm putting on the inside. Now we're ready to put our image on the outside, and I have put foam adhesive sheet on the back to make life easier. So I'm just taking the backings off here. Too many backings, I have to say, but I want to ensure we have nice even dimension everywhere on our card. Okay, so now I'm showing here my original and how I've used a sentiment called Happy Birthday to put on it. I haven't done this on this one because I don't know whether I want it for a birthday or some other event, so I'm not going to do a sentiment as yet. Now the trick to use your white pen is that your image must be totally dry, and not just touch dry, it needs to be absolutely dry. So off camera I did hit it with my heat tool to make sure it was absolutely dry, and then you could see I started off my white pen on my hand just to get it going. The heat of it just helps to get going. Now I'm just adding some white dots here and there everywhere, wherever the fancy might take me. And I have to say, coming from an art journaling background, this is the bit I always love, and I could spend ages just doodling and adding in, black and white, extra highlighter or shadow details. I love all these little, these little bits of a project, doing all these little fine elements. It's what I find the most fun. Okay, so there you go. You can see how I've added some detail using a white Jelly Roll pen, and I don't know where I got mine, but it must be online somewhere. And now I'm just going to use some of these shiny sequins, and we're just going to pop a few here and there just to give it something, and we'll be done with this card. So as I said, if you've enjoyed the project, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and to like the video. If you want more information about the project, the supply list, the measurements, etc., it's all listed and linked below, and it's also on all of my blog posts. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.